Hello and welcome to the show.
Now, have you ever considered a plunge in the early morning into the icy waters of Portsmouth?
After today's show, you may consider it. Today we are having an exclusive debut performance from an artist turning heads in the industry.
So, without further ado, I'm Leo.
And I'm Josh, and this is Portsmouth. Stress and anxiety are feelings that many of us suffer with. So how do we cope with these emotions before they take their toll?
Well, it's a really good question, isn't it? So let's open it up. How do you personally deal with these emotions?
Personally, I take time out of my day to kind of sit on my own, listen to music, and just reflect on the day and what's happened. Whereas people seem to think that meditation is sitting, focusing on breathing, where anything that maybe relaxes you could be classed as meditation. So sitting in a coffee shop and just people watching for 10-20 minutes.
Well, it's really interesting. I never knew that there were so many different aspects to it. And that point about the coffee shop is really interesting because while I've been travelling lately, there's nothing better than sitting down with a good hot chocolate, music through the earphones and watching the world go by, is there?
Keeps you busy, keeps the day rolling, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Got to have something to look forward to on a busy train ride.
Sometimes the hardest task is to acknowledge when something is negatively affecting your well-being and then being able to source the right support personally. I do struggle to talk to others about mental health when it is bad.
It's really tough, and in light of this, we were made aware of one man making waves of change within our local community. So, let's take a look.
My name's Mark Gaisley, I'm 35 years old and I run ManMind. I had a bit of a rocky childhood. I suffer with ADHD, I got diagnosed as a child, and it kind of made me think that's the reason for a lot of the feelings I get, like the impulsiveness. I mean, I grew up with friends, so we went out drinking a lot. It was social, it was normal, it was the norm to do. But something just didn't feel right. Every time I drank, I always felt so bad after. I was like, why have I done this to myself? It was just chipping away at my mental health, so I went off to the Navy. I still didn't feel content, and the Navy is one of the biggest social places to drink. And every time I drank, I was just like, even where I am, I'm in different parts of the world. I'm in Europe, I'm in Greece, I'm in Dubai. It doesn't matter where I am, it's the same feelings were coming up. When I came back from London, that was when I kind of hit rock bottom. I came back with 20 grand's worth of debt, split up with my girlfriend, had attachment trauma and codependency. 12 weeks ago, I came down to the sea. No one else was here. I was crying in the sea. I was begging the universe. I was begging whoever was there in the sky to listen and help me because I was lost. Pretty much a lot of my life, I've kind of felt a bit unfulfilled. I was always looking for something. I tried different jobs, loads of different jobs. I never felt anything, so I wrote ManMind and I showed it to some people and they were like, oh my God, this is how I feel. I thought, what can I do with all the stuff that has made me feel better to help me battle depression? And breathing is fantastic. It regulates the nervous system and relaxes us. What else do I do? Oh, cold therapy, I've done it for 5 years. I thought, well, we'll do that. I'll invite some people down and see if it's any good. I thought it might just be a one-time thing. 4 people turned up, it was amazing. For the first time in my life, I felt fulfilled, and I was like, this must be sort of where I need to be. 2 weeks' time, more people come, 5 people, and then 6 people, and it reached Fareham, it reached Southampton, and then that week, 17 people came, and that was the last time I did it, and then 3-week break, and then today, as you saw, 30 people. 30 men that have gone out their way to break the stigma, to come down, let me guide them, go in the sea, come and have a chat and a coffee, and then this is the key word, life-changing. This isn't people saying, oh, no, I kind of felt better today. When you hear the word life and changing, that means it's the difference between potentially taking your own life to changing your life to making it better. And that's what Man Mind is.
A friend of mine's been dealing with a lot of anxiety. Do you know what? I'm going to come along, give you a bit of support. I've been doing the cold water dips for the last couple of winters now myself, and just know how much I get out of it. So I knew it was going to be a bit of a win-win in that come along to help him out. But at the same time, I know it's going to be good for me as well.
I struggled for years and years, and I hit rock bottom at certain points in my life, and stuff like this really has helped me. And I push anyone to do it now because it's generally I've tried counselling and I've tried antidepressants, I've tried stuff like that, and for me this is the main thing that's had the biggest impact on my mental health.
Sometimes you hit rock bottom and you need to hit the floor because the only way from there is up. I want to help men feel like men, changing belief systems like I'm not good enough, I can't do this, I don't deserve to be loved, I'm a failure, change the stigma and get men talking.
Yes, Cap. Well done.
What an incredible initiative. And if you have been affected by anything you've seen in this show, on screen now are some sources of support. Please reach out. Know that you are not alone.
We are so thrilled to have Mark today. Mark, lovely to have you here. How are you?
Very good after watching that, thank you guys.
Fantastic. Well, I'm really looking forward to this. And Mark, you're going to be taking us through the practice of Wim Hof breathing. So if there's anybody out there who wants to get involved and watch along, please do feel free. So let's get to it. Mark, take us through what we're going to be doing today.
So I'm just going to take you through initially just a couple of breaths and explain how it kind of works. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 3 breaths. We're going to take a deep breath in and let it go. In and let it go. One more in and let it go. So what you would do is you do 30 to 35 breaths, and at the end you take a deep breath in, let it go, and either with a stopwatch, using the app or using the YouTube app, you can hold your breath. So you hold your breath for as long as you can. Usually people can get about a minute and a half, and then you stop. So once you need to breathe in, take a deep breath in, hold for 15 seconds, and you can either stick at 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds. If you can go past 4, that's amazing. But yeah, it's going to relax your body and make you feel incredible.
Fantastic. And you mentioned there about an app. So is there a specific Wim Hof app that people can use at home?
Yes, so on Android or iPhone, you can get it. It's the Wim Hof Method app, so you can do it on there, or you can follow Wim Hof on YouTube. It's got videos on there, or just get yourself a stopwatch, do the breaths, and time yourself.
Fantastic. So really accessible for everybody then.
Yes, it's easy to do, and it's really important to do. It's really helped me.
Fantastic. So how has it helped you in particular? Are there any examples of overwhelming or stressful situations where you've just taken those breaths in and held it for that extraordinary length of time?
Well, yeah. I mean, as you can see from the video, that I hit a stressful time in my life, and if it wasn't for doing the Wim Hof and the cold therapy, I've made that my non-negotiable. So every single day, I do it without fail. It's the one thing I will do, no matter what, and the cold therapy combined. So yeah, it's an ongoing thing. Helps me every day.
Fantastic. And how did you come across it?
So I started cold therapy, stumbled across it in like 2018, and then I was listening to a podcast. I can't remember specifically who it was, but I heard this crazy Dutch guy talking about, you're filling. He's got this weird voice, but he's brilliant though. And then I was like, I need a bit of that, and it all combines with the breathwork and the cold therapy. So I started using that towards my cold therapy. It made it easier, and I've never looked back since.
Fantastic.
So how often should you be using the breathing exercises, and what are the long-term benefits of it?
So it's designed to put you in your parasympathetic state. So a lot of time when we're stressed, we're always in this negative sympathetic state. So it relaxes you completely, it lowers your stress. I do it every morning, but it's down to what you want to do. There's no set rules or times on it, but what I will say is that if you do feel stressed or you do got anxiety or anything like that, just knock out a round or 2 rounds or 3 rounds. It will change your day. It will change your life.
Wow. Sounds utterly life-changing, and that's a really good way to put it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is life-changing. I mean, our days are consumed with stressful stuff. We get up, we're anxious, we've got to work, da-da-da-da. We need time to relax, de-stress ourselves, and it is life-changing. Like, the people that have come to me that have done it have changed their life.
Well, that's wonderful, and that brings us to the end of our Wim Hof breathing session today. Thank you so much, Mark.
No worries.
I feel excellent. I've learnt something new today that I can take home and practice on my own. Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
Now, to continue with this really relaxing theme we've got going on in the studio, it's time for an intimate debut performance from none other than Ollie Hutton.
Yes, Ollie Hutton is a Portsmouth-based singer-songwriter who wrote this next song with inspiration from the Netflix drama You. This is Draw Between the Walls. Let's take a look.
You're the pencil on every page. You're the line that I erase. You're the detail on every face. You're the skin on the windowsill. You're the arm that holds me still in the drawing that I wish were real. What must I draw to get through your door? 'Cause every page I tear, you're always there. Draw between the walls, to draw between the walls. They're the clothes he's been waiting for, tucked away in your middle drawer. It's kinda easy to get the shading wrong. You could never be a picture frame. You're a secret meant to stay the same. You will never even know my name. What must I draw to get through your door? 'Cause every page I tear, you're always there. To draw between the walls. He can never take my place. If you were to see my embrace, her apartment's in line with mine. She will know in the given time. What must I draw to get through your door? 'Cause every page I tear, you're always there. To draw between the walls, to read between the lines. If you decline his call, would you still be mine? To draw between the walls, to read between the lines. If you decline his call, would you still be mine? To draw between the walls.
Apologies for the slight audio issues. Huge thank you to Ollie for treating us to that performance.
It really was a fantastic performance, wasn't it? And certainly that song will be on my Spotify playlist. I couldn't think of a better way to start the day with Ollie Hutton.
No, and mine too. We would like to say a big thank you to Mark for being here with us today. And to our performer, Ollie Hutton.
Now, don't forget that you can join us at the same time next week. But for now, it's a goodbye from me.
And to me, so see you next time on This Is Portsmouth.